But one of the things you see here, leaders. What comes to each and every one of you, your mind when you hear the word leader? Now, we have a check box that we're placed in, a little box, from a business content. You're a leader, you have to have communication skills, you have to have teamwork, you have to have certain things in a box. But you never hear on that box emotion. Have you ever had an interview and you ask, how would you deal with an emotion of someone? So, I am a trauma coach. I've been in corporate world as a leader for more than 25 years. And how does a leader show up? What is your emotional state that you show up with? Have you identified what type of leader are you? Are you a business leader, a sports leader, a spiritual leader? Do you know what type of leader are you? Because the disconnect is for us is if you come to me and says, I'm a business leader, but you're talking to me about sports, there's some disconnection. Once you identify who you are, what type of leader you are, and this is not the corporate world, this is for each and every one of us that's sitting here or listening here. What type of leader you are is that the type of leader you need to show up. However, what are the baggage you're bringing with you? Just remember that whatever you have and you're walking around with, it shows up with you. It reflects your emotion. So I'm going to use one of this that is a favorite of mine. Who can process anybody being in front of them before they have their morning coffee? Whoever know you will say, I'm staying away from you. Because your feature that you have right now, don't talk to me. I need my morning Java. All right? So if you can relate to that and you show up with that attitude as a leader, can you imagine how you set your day? So some of us goes through traumatic events as a leader. But what we do, we put a face on because I have to get through my day. So my traumatic event does not matter because I need to lead everyone. But what you don't realize is that the traumatic event that you've been through, it shows up with you. It walks, it talks, your emotion shows up with you. And it reflects the words, the energy you sent off, it's reflect. So for a business leader, if you have a project that's due, but you're frustrated because your project is not done on the due date, what happens? You're angry. Nobody wants to be around an angry boss, an angry leader. But you have a team. Share that vision with your team and let that team help you. Then that takes the stress off of you. Now, one of the things that's really I want to focus on is your internal self as a leader. You need to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. And we as leaders think that we have to be the robot, that we can take it all on ourselves. I was one of those. So I did not realize that it's not all on my shoulder. You're a mommy, you're a daddy, grandparents, aunt, uncle, and you take all of that on, and that's the energy that you take with you. And then when you finish at night, what did you do? Oh God. You wake up in the morning, oh God, I got to repeat this all over again. Is that the type of leader that you want to show up as? The other thing that I have a little piece of paper, if you guys look at your desk, I got to put my glasses on, can't see your table, sorry, see I'm using corporate language. Okay? There's a few on your, so in some of leader stuff, if you're dominant, you make quick decisions, and sometimes, I'll have to take this off because I can see far with it, without it. When you hear the saying you're a leader, a dominant leader, that is making quick decisions without realizing you're doing it without any input from your team. Is that, at the end of this, I should say this, at the end of this, just see what, if you matches any of these on here. All of it, good. Innovator, creative, risk, novelty. It's known, this leader is known for sharing encouragement, encouraging and inspire and motivate your team. Integrator, cooperate, support, and care. You can put a number next to each one if you think you have them all. It's a little exercise to show leadership skills that's required in the world today. For expert, knowledge, professionalism, this is, you have the deep expertise in the area that you're leading. Protector, you protect your role and stability. I see some of you guys are really enjoying this. This is very good. This person is known to approach tasks with determination and focus under pressure and stress. I want a lot of those. And for growth and mindset, do you hear this or read this or have to check mark this on any piece of paper that describes a leader? Go and Google it. What a leader needs, you will never find the bottom two. Growth, mindset, you will never find that in a search for a leader. Why is this important? If you don't have mindset growth within your environment, your own mindset, you will stay stagnant to where you are because you will not be aligned to your goal that you want to achieve for success. This is why you and your team should have a mindset requirement for your business success. My biggest one, I got goosebumps here, emotion. I deal with a lot of emotion, and we have to, emotion is also have accountability, communication, building trust. Do you want to trust the people that you are working with? Do you want to trust a team that's going to elevate your goal, your plan to success? Now, if you can identify some of these, let me see of hands who have them all. Who have at least 2, 3? Beautiful. So Dr. Pedro, you have them all. You're special. Now, look at that and see where your scale in your leadership can go unbalanced. I know where mine is, but I need to bring up some of it to be a more effective leader. So that is the gap that you can build within your team to see who have what it takes. Everybody do not need to have it all. Because if everybody in your team have it all, you're going to change the world in a second. And I don't think that's what happens. We all built in a certain way to capture that word leadership because emotional intelligence. So that's why you built your leadership with a growth mindset and emotion with your team, and you will see how successful you will go. There's one more thing that I want to discuss is that within this is that some of us, our DNA that is we born with, we grew up with, train us to be a certain way. And I'm going to use this because I've not, where I came from, you cannot show emotion. Emotion makes you look weak. If you show emotion, you are considered to be weak. And if anybody can relate to this, did your parents tell you you can't go laughing and smiling because that person will never take you serious as a leader? So what you're known to be is the straight and narrow. I have to walk the line. Because if you talk nice to somebody, they will not respect you, so then you don't have respect. That is not true. Don't get me wrong, you need each and one of these skills, a little bit of each one. But if you're going to go in and be, as Neem has mentioned this morning, the difference between a boss and a leader, a boss will look at, good Lord, I'm the boss, who are you? You got to do what I want you to do. How many of you in your company has that? Have somebody that runs your company unto that success? People will they will not want to talk to you. They will not want to work with you. My go-to is, I don't want nobody to work for me. I want you to work with me. So there is a difference. I want to be the leader that somebody will walk up to because I have a smile on my face, and they will embrace me, and they will have me inclusion in every single way that I walk. If I see somebody in the street, I will smile. I will say good morning. You do not have a leader to show emotion. Being a leader doesn't mean you have the power over somebody else. It means that you have the skills to lead a team to success, but I'm saying a team. If you want to be successful, you have to have a team that carries some of these skills. Now, anybody here can tell me when you walk in and you come in like this, you don't have your money in Java. Would anybody approach you? Now I come in, morning everyone, how are you today? Would anybody approach you? All right? You see how I changed that there? And we all have that. I'm not fake when I smile. It's real. Because I wake up with an intention in the morning of how I want to face my day. So, the reason I'm talking about leadership, I've been a leader for over 25 years. I've seen my company that I've worked for when they only have like 60 people went down. Goodness, thank God they went back up, but they had to pay attention to what the skill set is required to build that company back up. This company has over 600 people now. And it's the #1 company in North America. I'm not going to say what they make, what they do. You want to know? See me later. But why did they get that success? Because they went back to see what is required. I have a skill. That person have a skill. How did they come up? So when I talk about the leadership, I've seen it. I've lived it. I have come from a third world country. I'm from Canada right now, but I wasn't born a Canadian. I born in Guyana. I came over at a very young age. I worked my way up in the company from bottom up, and I got an opportunity to be a leader. Then I venture out, and now I'm a leader as a life coach. And this is what I want to see. And this is what I want to bring to each and every one of you. So my thoughts on leadership is embrace everybody with the skill set they have that's right for your business, so that you can grow your business to success. Thank you so much.